Oh, yeah. All right. Rocking and rolling, folks. What's up? Welcome to Unspecified Podcast and Review. Very good to have you guys with us.
Good evening.
Let's see who we got. I am ready. Who let the bulls out? What is up, brother? Good to see you. Matthew Rice says, I'm here for the storm. What's up, guys? Bro fist to you. Randy, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, guys? DC is going to be nuts. How do we sound? We sound okay? Did you see what the United States Army did in Germany today? No, I did not. What's up, everybody? Good to see you.
Bro fist. What's up, everybody?
Bro fist, everybody. We're far away now, but let's see what we can do. Boom. Pound it. Bam. We got an up-close view as well. All right. So what's up, Funky Monkey? You tell me who let the bulls out, says 5x5. That's very good. USA Patriots. Patriots will not stand down anymore.
Well, we're about to see tomorrow. Where
Yeah, I certainly hope that, well,
I hope that it goes
I hope
well,
cooler
but
heads can prevail,
yeah.
because that's a lot about what we're going to talk about is, attitude and, keeping a good attitude, and how that, that's essential for any bug out survival plan, is having a good attitude and keeping a good attitude, staying nourished. Let's see. Alexander says, hey, Tiff.
What's up? Sorry.
John says, hey, Tiff.
I can see YouTube. I can't see Facebook. I guess I don't have Restream down here anymore.
Wait, Germany got raided for election servers?
What?
I got my firearms 2 weeks ago. Got my permit also, so I'm ready. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's awesome. Hey, Intel, what's up, brother? Very good to see you. What's up, my man? Should I watch this on Parler? Absolutely. You can watch this on Parler just as soon as I share the link over to my Parler, which I always forget to share my links. That's always one of the things I've got to do.
I should be a better help.
No, I should have this stuff automated, but I'm just a dude with a laptop. I'm just a country boy.
Country boy can't spend.
Country boys.
What's up, Joey Bell? What's up, Misunderstood? Should I pop in real quick just to wave?
Yeah.
Show my face?
People are gonna freak out. This is like a rarity right here. All right. Boom.
I never get on.
Yeah. Yep, raided. Jolie, what's up? So apparently Germany got raided. We'll cover that later on in a little bit. What's up, Timothy Bell? What's up, Brofist?
What's up, Ola?
Hola, Tiff. Robert says fraud in our elections.
Hey, Randy, what's up? Okay, well, I'm uncomfortable, so I'm gonna go sit back down. Hear me later.
What's up, guys? All right, so let's get into some stuff. Deploribus, what's up, my man? Dude. All right, guys, are we rocking and rolling? We're rocking and rolling, so we might as well get started. I've got this nifty little thing right here. I don't know. People are like kind of torn on this. But I'm just now getting into the whole White Claw thing. So we'll just have to try this out. Oh, yeah. Black cherry is awesome. What's this set at? 5%. This is different. Oh. I sent you 2 links on this new development. Rita, thank you so much. Hey, first time I saw Tiff. You're a cutie. Ha ha ha, Tiff, you're a cutie. She is a cutie patootie.
LOL.
All right. So we've got some basics to talk about. We can just jump right into it if you guys want. Yeah, I've been digging the black cherry, White Claw too. Yeah. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
Variety pack. We got a variety pack. We went with the pineapple because it was pineapple time, but now it's variety pack time. Also, I am expecting a delivery. So if the dogs start barking and it goes crazy,
we've got the hounds, the dog in here, and you know they might
forgive us if they bark. It's very shrill, but they're cute and cuddly. Very cute.
God bless America, indeed.
Amen. Oh God.
What's the matter? Oh yeah, Cassie, what's up? What's up? Very good to see you. This country guy likes his Bud Light. I haven't had Bud Light in a long time. I haven't had Bud Light in a very long time. I saw a 2020 special where they bought a ballot counter used in some election offices, still $2,500 on eBay. Hoping for civil war, should be careful what they wish for. I now believe we are headed for it, but it is not good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like understanding that it's a possibility is one thing, but hoping for it is a whole nother. I do not hope for it. I do not delight in it whatsoever. So.
Yeah, right. That dog Stray, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Very good to see you. Shotgun message says PBR is better. That dog Stray, good to see you, man. I'm gonna actually drop your link to your song. Guys, y'all got to hear this song. It's an instant classic. If you haven't heard it already, I'm sorry. I love it. All right. I just got to get to the link, which is a mile away. All right, I got it. Check this out. Kabam. Let's see if that shares out. Go check that out, guys. That song is an instant classic. All right, bear with us. Yo, Hippies for Trump, dude. What is up? Brofist. Pound it. Everybody from Hippies for Trump. What's up? Go check him out. I've actually got a little doohickey here just for him. I'm going to share his link. He does live shows. Let's see.
He was just doing one a little bit ago.
He sure was.
And tomorrow we'll be in Baton Rouge. He will be. We unfortunately couldn't find daycare.
Hippies, go subscribe to Hippies for Trump, guys. He's going to be live at the state capitol in Baton Rouge. Should be a good stream just to keep up with what's going on the ground. Hey, much love to you, that dog Stray, Brofist, dude. Let's see. Christopher says, what's up, bro? What's up, man? All right, we've done introductions. We've got folks in here. I have seen civil wars, and most are not prepared. Yeah. Let's see. What's up, Chris? What's up? Fun Police. What's up? Very good to see you. Let's see. Hippie's my brother from another mother. What is up, guys? What's up, Hippies for Trump? Yes, indeed, Brofist. All right, guys, let's get into some stuff. All right. I'm going to put something up on the screen here. Let's go ahead and do that thing. Let's see what we can do here. Boom. All right. These are some essential basics. And notice number one is a positive mental attitude. Okay. That is paramount. Okay. We got to stay in good spirits. For Christians out there, it's going to be a little bit easier because you've got the Lord to lean into, and the Lord will provide. And let's see, set goals. So like, all right, we need to get to a safer place. If you're out in the open, maybe you want to get into the tree line. Maybe that's not the thing you need to do, but you need to set goals, find higher ground if that's what you need to do, set a perimeter up. That would be, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Set a perimeter, get to high ground, find out what you need to do to get safe and to be a little more secluded. And then, focus on what you can control. Unfortunately, we might be in a situation where we don't have a loved one with us that, that might throw some people into peril. And, if you start letting fear take over, you can, fear can freeze you up or paralyze you. And that in an emergency situation could cause you to die. That's right. Yes, indeed. Brian Mitchell. All right, let's see here. Focus on what you can control, what you've got right on you. You know what I mean? And what you can do in the space that, and make sure that you stay busy. If you can't do one thing, fall back to the next thing on the list. Go back to setting goals, keep hydrated and keep nourished.
Yep.
That's also paramount, because that's going to keep your morale up. It's going to give you energy to do things that you need to do to stay busy. Because you are your worst enemy, especially when it comes to being secluded. Everything's going crazy in the, civilized world. You don't want to let your mind get too out of control, which is why it's so important to set goals, have a good attitude, make sure that you don't have anything like hunger, bringing down your morale, keeping you from doing, what you need to do. And then second is really number one, water. You know what I mean? Because without that, in 2 to 3, 4 days, I don't know how long,
3,
but
I think is the 3, like without anything, 3.
Yeah, without a drop. Without water, you guys know water is paramount. You need to know how to purify your water. All right. And have, brainstorming on, number one, you got to know, are you bugging in or are you bugging out? But these are good things to brush up on just in case. You may not be at home. You never know where you're going to be. That's why we're going to get into some of the bags and stuff like that. Chad says 7 days. I say 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is a good minimum. I feel better about a month or 2 months. And when you're talking about a family of 4, a family of 6, maybe you're preparing, because that's another thing. If you are just a single person, then you and you only have to take care of yourself and an animal, that's a totally different situation.
Right.
I am preparing to take care of my children, my wife, my neighbors, if need be. I want to have enough materials on hand so that I can help others. You know what I mean? Because I think that, we're going to see a lot of cold-hearted, and people aren't going to be used to, help. They're going to think that help is a trap. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Bugging in long dirt road. That's right. Latch on to a former infantry soldier. We know how to survive. LOL. Yes, indeed. So what are we preparing for? Not really necessarily anything in specific. Let's see, just with, there are things that we want to have just in case we go into a second lockdown. Last time we went into a lockdown, the stores were really hit and the supply chain really got hit really hard. There were many times Tiff would try to go to the store, would have milk, eggs, bread, a lot of basics. And well, if you cut that close, and not sure, maybe everything will be fine next time, because like I said, we're not preparing for anything specific. Sorry guys, give me just a second. It could be a hurricane, any loss of normal societal structure or infrastructure. When we're talking about things like a pandemic, civil unrest, protesting that could cause civil unrest or civil conflict, all the things on the horizon right now could add up to a perfect storm where it could be a very bad situation. You want to get your basics, at least, at the very least, you just want to talk about basic survival, regardless of the situation. Let's see, continue to pray for POTUS. The truckers strike is actually not that big. It's not worrying me that much. I don't know why I'm not that worried about that. Those guys can't really afford to shut down for very long. So it's not like that's going to, they might make a point, but that's about as much as they can afford to make. They couldn't go for any long length of time, and actually try to protest that way. I don't think that would be
waves at cows. That's a great point, and maybe other people have already made that point, but active LDS Mormons, it is part of their faith to have a storage. I believe it's 2 years. I can't remember exactly, but they are actually one of the sources that we collected our information from, as far as daily amounts of what to expect, or yearly, annual amounts of how much of what you need for each person, just because they believe so strongly in having those supplies.
Oh, Loretta, I appreciate that. Maintain at minimum 2 months food and water purification, right? Well, things were coming out from the CDC and the World Health Organization after the last time the pandemic kind of made a surge. And with all the new news articles we showed in the last stream, we have plenty enough evidence to suspect that something might be brewing, and I'm not exactly sure what that is, but we just want to, cover the basics so that we're not, it doesn't hit us like a thief in the night. Let me see here. Hey, Matt. Cheers, my brother. Good to see you, my man. Cheers. So some things that we brought out here. Let's just real quick. Sorry about my shoddy podcasting here. This is a survival seed vault right here. And Tiff could probably read off all the things it has in it. Broccoli, spinach, all kinds of stuff. Here you go.
Sure.
You read that.
Green sprouting broccoli, Bloomsdale spinach, California wonder pepper, scarlet nantes. I'll come over there.
Yay. We get to be graced with Tiff's presence. Sorry about the dogs, everybody.
Stress me out. Let's see. We've got carrots, Marketmore 76 cucumber, Paris Island cost lettuce, butternut squash, Lincoln shell pea, Hale's best cantaloupe, crimson sweet watermelon, golden bantam corn, beefsteak tomato, champion radish, blue lake bush bean. Man, these names are fancy. This is not such a great angle for me, so I'm gonna back out of that one, and I'll just be right here.
Okay.
Blue lake bush bean, golden acre cabbage, yellow spinach, onion, Swiss chard, red beet, cauliflower, and zucchini. So happy little seed vault.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we supplement that each year when if seeds are on sale, or right now, really just before any, other people are buying for spring. Last year, when the lockdown happened, I'm sure everybody saw it, but we were really seeing a lot of where Walmart was taping it off, so you couldn't get to the seeds. And that stressed me out a little.
Matt Basilis, cheers, brother. If you're still here, I cheers to the microphone. I don't know why. Here, clinky clink. Let's see. Valuables matter, like cash, metals, pre-packing, jewelry, gems. Yeah. Precious metals.
A bathtub fob is it's a
bag.
It's a bladder.
It's a big bladder that you put into your bathtub, and you basically
fill it up. We have one. I can go get it.
LOL. I need to keep a steady beef jerky diet. Unfortunately, I can eat almost a pound in less than a week. Holy crap.
Yo.
Is this live? Off. Cheers. Yes, indeed. Ali says powdered milk. Yes. Absolutely, guys. And have all this, you can just buy a little extra when you go to the store now to prevent from hoarding up. You don't want to have a grocery cart, like a mountain. So you want to get in before the crowds, because rest assured, I can almost guarantee you that the grocery stores will be hit, and you're going to see all your toilet paper gone. You're going to see your milk, bread. Look, guys, don't underestimate the simple can of peanut butter. Buy a little extra peanut butter, because peanut butter is an excellent source of sugars and proteins, which are going to be essential things. You know what I mean? I mean, as far as get you a spoonful, that'd be a great way to get energy at low. I don't know all the terminology. It's just, you could fight off hunger, get a good morale, and have energy to burn. Let's see, what are other things like trail mix? I don't know how long that.
Good. Trying to think. Beans, of course, are packed with nutrients.
Deep cycle marine batteries, converter, solar if you can.
Okay. I thought we were talking about things to eat, and I'm like, batteries.
Yeah, I mean, you could build a battery bank, and you could essentially have that in like a tabletop rack or rig, or maybe even a shelf, somewhere, and you can keep those on a trickle charge. So just in case you lose power, you'll have some deep cycle batteries and a converter. That's an excellent suggestion. Ramen, another thing that you can stock up on. Spam, Vienna, absolutely. You should see my Spam collection. There was a 5-gallon bucket of rice that I was going to bring out here. Food grade. They sell food grade 5-gallon buckets at Lowe's, Home Depot. If it wasn't so heavy, right. It's not necessarily portable, but it's very good storage. Also, another thing to think about when you get the chance, if you can, spend the money and buy there's a 55-gallon water buckets that you can get. I got mine brand new. Nothing else has ever been in there, because sometimes you can find those on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist used. And if you're building like a floating raft or something like that, then 55-gallon buckets don't really matter. Or if it's like for non-storage, water storage, you could totally use it for other things. But when it comes to water storage for my family, I would use a brand new 55-gallon. They make these water drums that you can buy, and they come with the tool to open it up, and a little pump and a filter. Alcohol, first aid. These are other things you need to think about, because some wounds that normally wouldn't be such a big deal could be potentially life-threatening without the keeping it clean. Infection, that could be a bad thing if you don't have any antibiotics. Honey is also an antibacterial, antifungal, and good instead of sugar. That's right, Goblin. Good to see you. Brofist, you guys. I love that. Looks like liquor. Yes, indeed. And you say that and anytime you go to the grocery store or you go to your liquor store and you see those cheap little bottles of I don't know, what are they? 2 ounce. Right, sometimes they're 5 ounces or 6 ounces. Little bottles of alcohol. You can get them I've got literally tubs of those little bottles of alcohol, not for my own consumption, but because they're already prepackaged, sealed, and separated. Little bottles that I plan to trade with. Yeah, moonshine is a lifesaver, and salt blocks are good. Yes, they are. Let's see. So let's see. Medical surgical kit is good, but it's almost useless if nobody gets any medical training, which I highly suggest you do. That is a big deal for you to get medical training. You can start looking up YouTube University yourself, and start doing what you can to practice and train.
Even practical things. Don't think just because shit hit the fan that people can't still choke. You know what I mean? CPR. Just practical things, everyday things too. Learning how to tie a tourniquet.
It might sound expensive, but EMT certification classes are like $500, or they may be more than that. Forgive me.
Well, I don't know how much.
There are different trauma classes and stuff that are not insanely expensive, and though they may be in the hundreds of dollars, I mean, the information is kind of priceless if you save your family member's life, or you can spot a problem before it becomes a problem.
Well, and then even applying a tourniquet, obviously most of us know that there's a special procedure to do that, but apparently less of us know that tourniquet is not just for like a paper cut or like a rubber bullet, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, you really want to save a tourniquet for an injury that is going to be
duct tape,
potentially life-threatening. because, you know, obviously it's going to cut off circulation, introduce toxic blood. I really just wanted to get the jab in there that you don't need it for a paper cut or a rubber bullet. Wah, wah.
Let's see here. Yeah, and you guys that were in the Army, you know, or anyone who has any survival training, whether it be, you know, on any level, firefighter, first responders, you guys already have the knowledge. You have a duty to, you know, be that light in the darkness for, you know, those who don't know how. I think, you know, it's up to you and what you can do. Hey, Rock Bear, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. Bro Fist, very good to see you. You know, I would implore you to think about how you could use your knowledge for good to help those who are going to be helpless. You know, let's see. I can get 55-gallon. Hippies for Trump. What's up, brother? I can get 55-gallon drums, Freedom car washes, also for floating rafts. That's right. Spray foam insulation inside in case of puncture. That's right. That's sick. Makes me want to go build a raft right now. It's a little bit, you know, outside of what people normally think, but yes, actually, super glue does work on deep cuts and wounds in an emergency situation. If you can get the bleeding to slow down or stop and super glue the wound together, it might sound like it sucks, but same thing here with this duct tape. Believe it or not, I had to duct tape a wound close one time. Let's see. Check my last comment if you can. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna show you guys what no way. YouTube deleted the Timcast video with Alex Jones. What?
Wow. You could see that all over Tim's face. He was like,
He knew it.
This is going to get pulled.
Yeah, man, they went way too far off into some of the stuff that you can't normally do. Adrian, Brofist, what's up, my brothers? Very good to see you, man. Let's see. Is our link share working?
Yeah, I think. Well, I can't see a group. I guess.
There we go. I think I've got it turned on now. All right, let's see what I can do. All right. So let's move some stuff around here. We'll put this duct tape on here. Scoot this over. Okay. Do that. There you go. And I don't sell any of this stuff or make any money for showing any of this stuff to you. I'm just going over some stuff that I got. Let's see here. Take a swig of some claw. I had a dream. A president rises in the north, maybe in Idaho. LOL. Life in 2020 equals Fahrenheit 451. Let's see here. All right, real quick. All right. So, where do I bring this? All right. Sorry, guys. First time. Bear with it. Could even do a tricky little. Bear with me. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Let me catch up in chat. Hazardous Condition says, I'm in Idaho. I'm curious about something. How many mags should I have in my go bag? Depends. My go bag is a day bag. This is an EDC thing that I keep in the truck or I take on the road if I'm leaving the house. Car washes get their soap in 55-gallon drums. They typically give those away. Just an FYI to folks. Learned about the spray. Yes, indeed. That's sick. The foam insulation, for a flotation device in case it punctures. So this is my everyday carry bag, and this is just what I'll take with me if I'm leaving the house. This goes with me. How many mags should you keep in your go bag is going to be completely up to you. You should try to keep, to the best of your ability, your go bag should stay at about a quarter of your weight. And that's just going to, how often do you train? If you're going to go heavier than a quarter of your weight, you're really going to need to condition for that. Every time you go for a walk, every time you go for a run, you should be carrying a bag that you intend to carry at a weight or better than the weight that you are preparing for. So that way it's not going to be a big issue. I carry 3 mags for AK. Put coffee filters in your bags too. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely. Our country should not have come to this. Greatest economic country in the world. And here we are talking about, and Board Troll says that the major cities, that's absolutely a possibility. Some people say 6 mags. Some people say 5 mags. I suggest that you have a plate carrier. If you can't afford a plate carrier, that's fine. You can get like a vest that will hold mags, tactical vest. Keep your mags close to your body and on you, not in the bag. That way that as you train and you learn, you'll see that, as you do a mag change, you'll want to keep all that on you. You wouldn't want to have to take your bag off and try to dig in a bag for a mag. I wouldn't want to. And I wouldn't keep any bag. I wouldn't keep any mags in a bag. That's just me, though. Very, very smart, Brian. It's very difficult for a lot of people to do that. If you don't already own the land, there's always this kind of sketchy thing that it might get found, or I don't know, so not everybody owns land that they can pre-have stuff, cached away. All right, bear with me, folks. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, hazardous. Let me take a little vape. I'm going to shout out anybody on, hey, Soldier Boy, I appreciate you being over there on Parlor, man. Let's see. All right, 7.62 by 39 here by 5 mags. Yeah, that's what I would carry on my rig. Let me see here. All right, so up first is Fang Gang, okay? It's a ham radio, dual band UHF, VHF. And that's just the 2 different frequencies. All right. Have axe, chainsaw, shovels. Yes, you would want to have all that, especially if you're bugging in. You should have all that. Let's see. So just on the outside of my bag, I've got my radios. I usually keep them on 1 bag because I don't travel with 2 bags. I travel with 1 bag. I give 1 to Tiff and 1 to myself if we're getting separated. A lot of times we'll be out on my mom's property, and sometimes we can be on separate golf carts some distance away. Let's see here. So, a pair of radios, especially these Baofangs, get these while you still can. There's rumor that these won't be around for much longer. They won't be available so easily for purchase. These little Baofang radios. I can do a video on one of these. You can pre-program different stations in here to listen to your local fire departments and your local state troopers and whatnot like that. Your local police departments, emergency broadcast. It's a very good radio to have. You can also dial into weather reports and emergency stations. Let's see. Number 2 on the bag is going to be a hatchet. I keep a sturdy hatchet on the bag. Okay. And I keep one on here that has a metal neck, not a wooden neck. That way I don't have to worry about it breaking. I can start to use it as a weapon if I need to, or I can use it for prying things. If you're going to carry an axe, there's nothing wrong with carrying an axe or a tomahawk with a wooden handle or whatever you want to call it. I just have had a lot of experience with a lot of different hatchets, tomahawks, where the heads can become unseated and they might fly off during use, and that's no good. That's not going to help anybody. Could hurt somebody, right? Number 2 on the bag, this is just on the outside. I keep a Streamlight striker. Let's see here. It's not that bright. It's boom, boom. Let's see. So this is a Streamlight striker. It's rather old. This thing has been rocking and rolling with me for many years. Let me get up in here. And it's rechargeable. It has like a docking station that it recharges on, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I have this little tether on here that I put. These came in a little 5-pack and a little survival box that I got. This is actually supposed to be repurposed in an emergency situation. This is flammable, a flammable lanyard or whatever you would want to call it, which is pretty handy if you're, you know, it's supposed to light real well even when wet. Let's see. What else? All right. Going into the top pocket here, I just keep a handful of, and this might be very unorganized for you guys. Number 1 is an inhaler for both myself and my daughter. Okay. And that, like I said, this is an everyday go bag that I just keep with me. Glow sticks. Yes, indeed. Glow sticks. All right. I just keep a handful of these little earplugs. There's just a handful in that top pouch, just in case I don't have time to get to my actual headphones or whatever. I keep some of these for the girls, for my wife and daughter. I keep some of those in the top pouch. All right. So in the next pouch down on the front of the bag, all right, I've got extra chargers. I don't know if you guys can see anything. All right, extra chargers, no big deal. This is the gold of what I keep kind of in this bag. You know how you have like a pocket constitution? Well, these are like little pocket survival guides, okay? Pocket guide to weather forecasting. And these are, I mean, so these were written by Ron Cords. He's like a survivalist. And I saw these, man, and I just couldn't pass these up. Pocket Guide to Outdoor Survival. Bunch of first aid. And they just come with all these little, you know, there's, let's see, shelter, clothes, fire, navigation, lost, signal, fire, automobile, driving emergencies. So they just, these come with a bunch of good information in there, especially if you've just been through something traumatic and you don't know what the hell is going on anymore, and you can't really think about anything. These might be good to get your mind back right on the basics. You know what I mean? Just as a reference point. It's like, oh shit, oh yeah, okay, I forgot. This other stuff is very important. Let's see. Now there are things in this bag that would get you demonetized, as one would say.
You know, I wonder if Tim, because they were brushing up on the he who shall not be named.
Oh, AJ?
Well, yeah.
Oh, no.
They were flirting with.
What got them deleted was the E. I can't do it.
I know. That's
right.
what I was saying. He who shall not be named.
Yeah. Good deal. Who's the author? Let me see real quick. Let's see. Ron Cords and Stan Bradshaw. Ron Cords and Stan Bradshaw. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. That's the authors. So a little thing that we keep in here, I'm sure you know what this goes to. Okay. Spare one of these. Backup box of Liberty ammunition, civil defense, 9mm plus P. Okay. Put that right there. Well, I don't know if I can take that out. A pair of gloves. Keep a pair of mechanics gloves in the bag. Okay. Just because you wouldn't believe what a good pair of gloves does. I mean, for those of you who work, you know that gloves, as simple as they are, is like a superpower. Yeah. I dare you to dig your hands into a bucket of nails and grab a handful of nails so that you throw these gloves on. You can dig your hand in there, no problem.
Even just touching dirty stuff.
Or touching dirty stuff, touching awkward, heavy stuff. Gloves really help you out. They give you another layer of protection.
A cow carting sugar and coffee would keep me going from
that is hilarious. That's another thing to not forget. There are so many plants, roots, fungi, berries that are edible. Get a book, Learn to Survive. Absolutely. What was the name of that book?
The Lost Ways.
There's a book called The Lost Ways. Google that, write it down, look it up. The Lost Ways. I also have in the last stream, I showed you guys a book that Tiff and I have of what is it? Edible plants in the wild. Basically, yeah, sure, if you want. Just to help these folks. Down here in the bottom, I keep extra chargers, even more chargers, a charging block, electrical tape, because I never know, well, tape might come in handy. This is just a everyday go bag, okay? Leave the house, okay? Some of this is kind of redundant. Everyone should have a good knife on them. That's pretty clear. At this point, I think it becomes a little more important to have the ability. It's just a good tool to have, okay? It's important to have a knife, okay? That's just the one that I keep in my pocket just in case I need to get into a box. This is a backup knife that I keep, okay? I keep in the bag. Now this is a little tool that I keep clipped inside of my bag, okay? It's like a fork, spoon, can opener. It's a little multi-tool. It could also be like a little weapon, I guess, if you had to. It's made by Cricket. And I just keep this in the bag just in case I need it. It's made out of steel or aluminum, one of the two. Gloves, duct tape, rope, knife. I don't have any rope in here, unfortunately. I have some paracord that I do need to ball up and put in here to roll up. Some other things that I keep in the day go bag is a little torch, some extra lighters. I keep those in plastic in case it gets too wet. I think that's pretty good to have some backup lighters. Fire is going to be important. I have this whole nother bag of lighters, just lighters in there and in there. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I even keep backup ammunition. It might sound crazy. Honestly, I keep a bag of ammunition just in case the poo-poo goes down. And I just so happen to have a valuable trading source right here. This little bag of 9mm. There's no telling what that might purchase in a without rule raw situation. I don't even know. Well, I can spill them. I can do that. I'm not even sure how many are in there. I think there's 100 or 50, one or the other. Sorry about that. Spilling bullets. That's what we do here. Oh, all right. We got to the bottom of that yet? Not yet. All right. So this is a survival knife that I keep in the bag. It's made by Bear Grylls. You can say what you want about it. Gerber is the main company. Okay. It has a self sharpener on it. All right. Around here on the back, there's a place to pull the blade and resharpen it. Also, there's a place here on the back of the blade that you can use this, sorry guys, this flint striker here, which I've used many times to successfully throw spark and start a fire. So that's a pretty handy little thing, and it was enough to sell me on it. You might be wondering what's all this extra stuff hanging off of this knife sheath. And this is a little strap so that if I need to, let's say like a beach situation, if I'm, in a more tropical beach situation, I can strap this on my calf and I can get into the water. And this is whatever the finish on this knife is anti-corrosion. It's a good knife. It's good stuff. So if I need this knife to go into the water with me, I have a way to strap this on. If I need a serious, like a tourniquet in a pinch, this strap could also be used for a tourniquet in a pinch. A very good buddy of mine actually gave me that strap. Oh boy, what a mess. All right, so this is my med kit that I keep. Okay, this is little med kit that I keep in the bag. It's full of just some very basics. Okay, very basic stuff. There's a tourniquet in there, a backup inhaler, pair of scissors, Band-Aids, eye wash. Let's see. So we've got Neosporin in there, a backup tourniquet. Okay, that's going to be very important. Pair of scissors. Get clothes off if you have to. Iodine swabs. Cold pack. That's really good. Somebody bumps their head on the go. Band-Aids and some other stuff like that. Quick clot in case you need to stuff a wound. Okay, and that's about the end of what I've got in the that's about the end of what's in my go bag. That's just my daily. There's all those bullets. I could do ASMR with just these bullets, I swear. Yeah. Here, guys, check this book out if you haven't already. Okay. Edible and medicinal plants. Identifying and harvesting edible plants. All right. These are the authors. Wildman Steve Brill, Evelyn Dean. Anyway, I'm done with that. Sorry, guys. General use antibiotics are good to have. These also some good natural supplements if you don't have antibiotics. Yes, indeed. Don't kill the dogs or cats. They will help keep the rodents out. That's right. No. No wonder you have so many issues with being encumbered on 7 days. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, careful on the wild plants. Look up herbology first. Yeah, getting a notebook would be a good first place to start if this is your, if you're just trekking down this whole survival shit hitting the fan, it might get bad. Definitely get a notebook. Start getting some techniques written down. Start your information, your YouTube university degree, and you'll be on your way at least to having a good bearing on what you need to do in order to survive. Let's see here. Large sanitary, yes indeed. Sanitary napkins, duct tape, good battle dressings. Oh my gosh. LOL. All right. Yeah. All right. So I've gone through the actual day bag. That's just like what I take on the day on the way out. Now, you'll have to forgive me. I have not been through this bug out bag in a long time. So I'm not sure how accurate it is or what it has in it. Number one, okay, it has a tomahawk or hatchet, whatever you want to call it. Okay. For some reason, it's been ingrained into me that it's very important to have a damn hatchet, tomahawk, something like that. Let's see here. Now, again, I haven't been in this bag in a long time. First things first, little bitty dinky, not good can openers. I don't know if you can even see that. Little dinky, let's see here. Boom. Kaboom. Okay. This little thing, little dinky can openers. I'm not even sure how to use those. Have not used those in practice. Boom. Portable agua. Water purification technology. Check that out, guys. Portable agua. This is water purification, emergency drinking water, germicidal tablets. So these are germicidal tablets. Okay. I'm not sure how many come in here. 50 tablets. Tetraglycine. I don't know. I can't say all those words. It's a thing. And apparently if you follow the instructions on the back, it will purify or help, kill the germs in your water. In the top pouch, I keep other things like these wet fires. This is a little Kennelan product. You can find this at Bass Pro, Cabela's. Pretty sure you can find it on Amazon. It's called Wet Fire. I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of this. I also keep another thing of earplugs, just in case it starts to get unexpectedly loud. I keep a cheap lockpick set. That's probably not good to show. Promise I have only good intentions. It's only for survival purposes. And this whole video is entertainment purposes anyway, right? Boom. Little lock picking set. Never know what you might need to get into for survival purposes. All right. That's the top pocket on that. All right. Boom. Fresh pack of lighters. Very important to have, in my opinion. Fire. This is such advanced technology to not keep as many as you can in your go bags as possible. I wish you guys could see in here. It would be better to show it like with a handheld camera. These are waterproof matches. I suggest you pick up some of these as well, just to have. All of this stuff is just in case. I keep normal matches in there, waterproof matches in there. I believe the waterproof matches just have like a wax coating that comes off when you strike it. Let's see here. I've got a notebook and pens. I don't know why. This is just in here. Like I said, I haven't been in here in a long time. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll just show you like this. Boom. There's a push dagger. I guess for survival purposes in defense, if you need, you know, there's a push dagger. Let me see if you guys can see that. That's a rather long little push dagger there, man. That's like, yeah, that's pretty nasty looking too. I can remember why I bought it because it looks awesome. What the heck is this? Emergency blanket. Emergency blanket. Okay. You could try to make a temporary shelter with that, as well as keep your body temperature insulated to the best of your ability. Oh, okay. Now I see where that is. So, top pocket inside, toilet paper. Boom. It's smushed, but hey, let's see if it works. Stick your finger in there. Boom. It works. Toilet paper. Okay. Life straw. These are life straws. This is a product we were talking about last night on the stream. I'll go ahead and show you guys these life straws. You know you need them. Go ahead and get them. They're like 20 bucks on Amazon. Get them before the prices go up, because people are going to be freaking out. Okay, so this big thing here is a part of my 55-gallon drum that I got to store water. So what this is actually a pretty good thing just to have, I suppose, if you need to siphon things out of a 55-gallon drum. It comes with this straw and stuff like that. Let's see how this is supposed to work. I think one of these goes into the other one way. I've forgotten how this works. These are supposed to fit into each other. Yeah, something like that. Okay. And then these connect to this, and you can put it down inside your 55-gallon bucket. I apologize about that. If anybody has anything to say, feel free. You guys can let me know. Here. If you guys would like to hop on, if you have anything to say for a couple of minutes, there's a link. Click that. We're expecting a delivery. My dogs, they're doing their job. They're just doing their job. So this is what I use if I need to get in some materials or water out of a 55-gallon bucket. So that's not a blowgun. No, it's not a blowgun. Pump it real good. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Oh my gosh. Just a unbelievable amount of paracord. Just a whole lot of paracord there. 550 paracord. Let's see what we got down here. A pair of socks. Extra pair of socks. Dry socks. What do we have here? Oh, weird. How about that? So this is actually kind of shameful that I have this. This is a lock, and you practice picking it because it's see-through. How about that? You can fine-tune your lock picking ability. What's in here? Oh, yeah. Good Leatherman. Yeah, that's good to have. I forgot about all this stuff. Holy crap, I haven't been in this bag in a very long time. For those of you who have your bags, make sure that you get them out, go through them. It's just a good Leatherman, okay? Give a good tool, pair of pliers. It also comes with a bunch of these bits. That can be helpful. I do have a small pair of bolt cutters that I keep in the vehicle just in case I need to get somewhere that has something in the way. Not because I have any illegal intentions, but for survival purposes, you know. All right. What else do we have here? Okay. So this looks like some, boom, no, boom. How about that? Stops bleeding. FDA cleared. What is this? Not a bandage. A must for people on blood thinners. This is some kind of quick clot that Tiffany must have bought. Used generously for all cuts. Emergency first responder. Stops bleeding in seconds. I don't know what this product's. It's called Stops Bleeding. That's just the name of the product. This is who it's made by. Coag. Which is weird because that sounds like coagulation, which is what you want your blood to do if you don't want to be bleeding. You want it to coagulate. Bacitracin. What is this good for?
What?
Prevents infection. So this is just another antiseptic, right? Cleaner. Just in case. All right. Maybe you get bit by something and you know you weren't necessarily ready for it. You know. Let's see who we got here. Have we got someone? Let's take me off the screen here. Hey, what's up, man?
What's happening, man? I was playing with my dog.
Zach, what's up? I know. What's up, my man?
What's up? Long time no see, man. I've been out of it for
Been out of it for a while.
been out of the face. I got 30-day ban on Facebook, and then I haven't fully committed to Parlor yet. So.
Oh yeah, I'm trying my best.
I try my best too, but dude, I'm hooked. Zuckerby's got me on the sauce. I'm just saying.
I unfortunately, as much as I don't like to admit it, I don't know. I guess
the only way I can find you, YouTube doesn't notify me right away. It takes. For some reason, Facebook just has a better notifier, or it's just ingrained in my brain to check my Facebook before my YouTube. I don't know what it is, but no big deal.
Yeah.
So you think the old go bags and everything are finally going to get the dust knocked off them, or?
No. If I was a betting man, I would say I'm still not going to use any of this in the near future. But there's a inkling. There's like a twinkle little possibility, you know.
Hey, it's nice having them, especially if you got kids and you're out dinking around, or if you hunt. I mean, you can use all that stuff.
Right. That's absolutely, you know.
Uh-oh. I lost audio.
Yeah, that's my fault.
There we go. I got you.
Yeah.
I
I gotta stay on this. My bad. What's up, everybody? Yeah, that's right. It's better to have and not need than need and not have. That's kind of how I look at it. If there is even an inkling that it could get to without rule of law, and we're just seeing a breakdown in the societal structure and infrastructure with, you know, no markets, no cops, no EMT, then it's all on.
Yeah.
Do what?
I'm just afraid the riots are going to come back. You know, either way this thing shakes out, you know, there's a possibility if Trump holds it and then legal and all that pans out, there'll be riots again. The police will be held back again, and it'll be, I don't know, maybe worse, maybe not as bad. I don't know. But that's what I'm afraid of currently, I guess. Not afraid, but think that might happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is something, you know, if if we know that there could be trouble either way this goes, regardless of who gets in, and we're not even talking about the fraud or all the BS. We just know that there are two radical sides. Okay, there are the two sides that have been radicalized.
Right.
Let's see here, and regardless of which side flips, I think that we've seen proof from the left all summer, and that's enough for us to know that because I mean, could you imagine another round of like protesting? And I mean, I don't know, man.
You know, the right never cracked back. That's what and I don't think we ever will. I don't think they'll ever push us far enough to do that. But my God.
That might be what the Proud Boys are, is just a way that the right strikes back. Because that seems to be the only thing I hear about the right. All I hear is that they go out, they're loud.
Yeah,
if there's an altercation,
annoying.
They're down. They're down to clown. They'll fight. And then after that, boys. They all get, that's exactly right.
Yep, they're the youngsters. You know, I spend I hate this analogy, but I love it since I hunt. But you know, I'll spend 4 hours in a tree and not move. You know, I would pity someone that thought that they could get over on me. I wouldn't. I never would want that. But my God, when they're burning businesses, and now, you know, and the vaccines got me scared to death too. I mean, my God, I don't want stuck with that thing either. And I also don't want the coronavirus.
Yeah.
My stepdad has it right now, and he's laid up, sick as a dog, hardly move. So it's real, but at the same time, I ain't getting stuck with nothing. I'm around the public. I'm a mask wearer when I have to. And,
right. You don't want to start no problems. And
no, I'm wearing my mask. You know, I ain't giving nobody a hard time that's not wearing a mask. I'm just doing my own thing. You know, I'm just bummed out. I went and I voted for Trump, and I went down and watched the elections, and man, it looked like it was going to go great. And now we're dealing with crap. We're going to have to tuck our hats and stare at the ground. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that. I'm all right with whatever happens. I'm all right if they run the economy to the ground. I'll make it. I'll just scrabble through. But we didn't need to do this, and it's sad.
No, I think that this has been a big setup. I think that this has been media manufactured civil unrest, or media at the very least, or media manufactured civil conflict if it comes to it. Because unfortunately, you got a lot of folks on both sides that think that it's going to come to something bad, or at the very least that they need to get out. You know what I mean? And that's something that I worry about. I worry about how is no one on the right seeing Saturday as a bait. It just feels like something to bait them out. And then they can because I don't want to say it like on air, but false something, you know, something might happen, and it was done, you know, and they can spin that however they want, especially if the right shows up prepared and they show up for a fight, then it could go really freaking bad.
Yeah, I mean, it'd go quick though. And maybe not, you know, I'll tell you what, the more and more I look, and especially after the election was a huge wake up call to me. Over half the country voted for Biden, whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
Which means over half of the, you know, men built like me or men built like you, men of all sizes and shape voted both ways. And it's not, you know, I joke around and I say, that's the nerdy kid that stays in his mom's basement. That ain't the case. I mean, some of them boys, they're just so stuck on whatever they believe, and they can't back one fact because there's no hell. Biden still doesn't even know what he's running on, what he's actually going to do.
Biden doesn't know what's going on.
Some of the talks that
I've heard, I don't know what they're using to keep him zapped up, but I know that the you know, a couple of press conferences that I saw, he actually he looked like he could speak a sentence. You know what I mean? He looked like. I was like, wow, you know, especially at that acceptance speech. I don't know what they had him on, because
they had him on the sauce, buddy. Double Adderall and a freaking Red Bull.
Something. I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing, guys. That scared the crap out. Not scared the crap out of me, but continues in the back of my head. I'm a big Jim Jordan fan. I'm from Ohio. I got to shake his hand and sit down at a benefit, not with him, but a few tables apart. And he got up on the stage, and I've always liked him. He's the one that really got me into politics. He was the first Republican to really start chewing ass.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's like I'm a fan. Either way.
Yeah, good.
He gets up there and he goes, this is the most important election of our lives. This is what's going to happen. And plenty of other respectable people that I'm a fan of have said that. Well, guess what? We lost her. Maybe. But if we did, is all that shit coming then?
Yeah.
Because I sure in the hell don't want to clock in for a 9 to 5 for the next 6 months if I'm going to be dicking off anyway.
Right. And he's got passion, and I think that's something that, like Trump, he's got passion as well. He also doesn't back down. He's going to exhaust every legal means that he can, which is all he's doing. That's what he's doing, is he's just testing the process, which is legal.
Right. And where's Trump been lately? I'm a Trump fan, but where's he been? I ain't seen him.
Let's see. Proud Boys are on implosion, unfortunately. Yeah, I did hear some rumors about how there's all this stuff going on about them, about, they came out real strong. They had a press thing where they were like, well, our leader is like Cuban American or something like that. And what else did he say? That they also had gay leaders. And then something came out here recently whenever the
Proud Boys aren't racist.
Right. And I didn't think they were either. I thought that was just,
as soon as they played that, I was like, you guys are going to get ate up on the media with a false flag. That was just
like a not afraid to be proud of what you are. They consider it far right. But I did hear stuff. Apparently the leader got stabbed, allegedly. Proud Boys leader got stabbed up in D.C. They say that he was out today. Biden is a tater. Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you can get your CCW in your state, you get it.
That's right.
You get it. Woman or man.
Also, not that I'm a sponsor. I'm not sponsored by USCCA, but the USCCA is that it's like a legal group that has a whole bunch of, it's like a membership thing where you pay to be a membership. It's basically insurance in case you ever actually have to use your weapon in self-defense.
I've seen that. Is that worthwhile?
I think it is at this point. I think that,
I mean, at this point, we all might be needing a lawyer by the end of the month. I mean, shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever happened to that young buck, that young boy that shot that AR and the riots that came from
Wildcat? Yeah.
How'd that pan out?
The Kenosha kid.
They swept that under the rug, or what happened?
He is pretty much swept under the rug.
I figured, there's problems. There's problems in this world, that's for sure. And you know what? They shouldn't have done that.
No.
Shit, that sucks. But at the same time, that boy probably was instilled by his mom and dad and family hardcore and thought he was doing the right thing.
They put out a statement and backed him up, saying that he defended himself and he did what he needed to do to get out of there.
Shouldn't have been there in the first place. But, each their own. Everybody has the right to protest, I guess. But unless it's in my front yard, I ain't protesting. That's how I look at it.
Right, unless it comes to your front yard. And, for some of us, exactly. That's exactly right. For some of us, you would be in a hot position. If you made it all the way to my front yard, you're deep in the property now, buddy. So, I mean,
it's going to be Tannerite City. I love that shit. That's my most favorite thing I've been playing with this month. I ain't going to bring it up much more, but it's a good tool to use.
Yeah, it is definitely a little thing that you could use.
But I hope everybody's a good neighbor. I mean, I don't know. I wear suspenders and a V-neck white shirt. And people think I'm racist without even talking to me, and I'm not at all. I mean, the two boys inside my house right now don't even speak English. I just wear suspenders because I had back surgery and can't wear a belt that tight. So
It's an indoctrination effort, and both
I
sides.
shaved my head because I ain't got no hair up there, brother.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's silly for that to even have anything to do with it. But
It sucks though. I'll
yeah.
tell you what, I've had my ass chewed at the mall. I had a Trump shirt on. That doesn't help nothing, I guess. He said some crap that made it rough on all of us, but you do what you can.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's a huge indoctrination thing where I think that this is media propaganda manufactured civil unrest at the very least, if not media manufactured civil conflict, if it comes to it. If, there are certain, I hear certain rumors and whispers about bad things. You know what I mean?
Man, me too. I see. I'm so sick of the news. Honestly, I've been on Facebook less. Once the riot stopped or when they slowed down and your channel slowed down, and I was a vivid follower. When that slowed down, I took a break and just went to work every day and took care of my kids and couldn't be so stressed out. Man, and I bought 360 prison cameras all around my house because of those riots. I bought things that nobody.
Well, that's not a bad thing to have, man.
No, they're not a bad thing to have. Nothing's bad to have. It's not bad to have all kinds of stuff, but we never needed that.
That's
and
true.
We were also allowed to take our shotguns to school and go deer hunting. I wasn't past my age. Now, by the time I was a senior, you weren't allowed to do that. But when I was a kid, I remember it. I remember being able to go outside and listen to music and shoot birds for half the day. You can't do that no more. You can't buy 5 acres without having 200,000 in your pocket.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yep.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I'm staying here. I'm just as poor as everybody else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And a lot of us are just thinking we're gonna, hunker down, and we're just gonna see how this, how it shakes out.
Hunker down, learn how to can some food. I seen your life straws, man. Have you tested them babies out yet?
I have tested out a live straw, not live or on camera.
We might need a live, because my dad told me he tested his out too, and I watched a couple of YouTubes of some guys test them out. And supposedly you can taste some stuff in them.
Oh, really?
You can still taste the flavor. That's what I heard, brother. I heard you can still taste the flavor in some stuff. So I feel like
that is not good.
That's the biggest spider.
Crick water ain't bad. That ain't, but I wouldn't go much past crick water, I suppose. I don't know if I could drink stagnant water. I'd have to.
Oh yeah, no, I would boil it for a hot damn minute. I mean,
I'd have a full pot down to a teacup.
Yeah, man. I don't know. There's some water down here in the swamp that.
Yeah, you live down south, man. You got all the cool critters.
We do have some critters, but we also have some stagnant swamp water. We're surrounded by it, but it's like being in an ocean of salt water.
Yep.
What's not brackish is stagnant, and so. But another thing that we plan on focusing on this year, I'd like to start looking at solar panels, generation, and
I've installed a lot of solar panels lately, bro.
Rainwater catchment, man.
I'm a property manager. A lot of our richer clients have really bumped up on the solar stuff. That must be where it's at.
An uncivil war of any kind would not go one way or another. Everyone would have a chance if you played your cards right.
I don't know if you're looking at. Who knows? But I'll tell you what.
I wouldn't want to be in a major city center right now. I'll tell you that much.
I'm right here in the heart of the city, so working on our way out. We want to turn this into a rental, and then all this stuff started happening. And my brother actually bought a place down the road from us just because we're here, and then all this happened.
That's how it works.
Dude, property values dropped.
Moved. Yeah.
It's a good time to buy, though. I'll tell you what, if you can buy a place right now, it's low, like 3%.
Yeah.
A Glock person?
A what?
A Glock person? I can't remember.
I float in between M&P and Glock, so I have both, and I guess
my
right
wife's M&P and I'm Glock.
So have
you tried the micro Ronies out, the MCAA?
The micro Roni? Oh,
Yeah.
no. A buddy of mine has one, and he really likes it. He really likes it. I'm not a huge fan of that. I prefer to have a separate system. That way, my secondary stays my secondary, and
Absolutely. I
But I
got
guess
one.
good to have.
Yeah, I got one a couple weeks ago, and you're right. I don't keep it in there. Well, I got a couple, but I don't keep that one in there for the purpose of it's not concealable. But when I throw it in there, I mean, dude, the accuracy is there.
Yeah.
And have a 45 wrapping them like that. And
Now, don't you have like a barrel insert, like a drop-in barrel that comes with it, or no?
no.
No. You just put your rig in there because the first one had a barrel extension.
No, not this one, man.
Yeah.
It's a little polymer insert that you slide the grips into, slide it forward, and I know it's supposed to be strapped on your arm and use as a pistol. That's the correct way to use it, and it works great that way. But the accuracy, I mean, I'm shooting my Glock at 50 yards holding a quarter.
Dude.
I mean, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
That's great. But at this point, I'm not going to rag on nobody, man. If
no,
like,
but I wouldn't carry that as my concealed in my car because you can't pull it up quick enough.
let's see. Yeah. Even though I'm not a Republican, I feel safer being in a Republican-run parish and mostly Republican citizens. I know I'm stereotyping, but it is what it is. Now, for those who don't know, a parish is like a county.
Yep. The only difference I can explain is, man, you won't see me pulling an old man out of the car and beating on old people or women. You won't see that.
Yeah, no. And that's a part of, like who was saying it earlier, it's demoralization. And we've seen that demoralization. People have become less and less kind to one another, unless your mama raised you right.
Our biggest problem is with, as far as Republicans, I think, is, the government in general. And obviously you can't fight the government. So
that's right.
Until they make the rules and make, things better. I don't know, man. Everybody says there's no jobs and we're about to go into a big recession. Well, let me tell you, man, there's plenty of jobs where I'm at, and I get messages I leave my Indeed thing open even though I'm hired just to see what's out there. I mean, as far as I can see it, everybody's doing just fine. No different than 6 months ago or a year ago, but I know that the private businesses have been hit, the hardest, where you can only have so many people. Anything that has to do with children has been hurt bad as far as you can't have people together.
Yeah.
We do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And yeah, man, that's just I wouldn't let just set a goal of what you want and just keep working at that goal and take it day by day. As far as like getting out of the cities or having what I call, you can call it prepping or tangible life support or, tangible life insurance that you can keep.
Are you a Dave Ramsey fan?
Well, my parents are for sure.
We're big Dave Ramsey people too. We're ready to get out, guys. We're ready to go. But here's the problem. My brother moved in, bought $100,000 home, block down the street. I love him to death, and I never leave him. He's my youngest. My dad moved in 2 blocks down the street, and my grandpa owns a lot of rentals down there. He's staying there while his new home's being built.
Well, it sounds like you got enough people in the neighborhood.
I'm here for them either way, So yeah, we got three guys. I think we can get out of the city at least. I'm not looking to keep our houses safe, but I'd like mine to stand so I can keep it as a rental.
Yeah, and that's the thing to do if you can.
Yeah.
But if you've got that much family in the neighborhood, as long as you guys,
yeah, that's just my side too. I mean, my wife's family covers the rest of the area. So yeah, a lot of family in the area.
Yeah, if you've got that much family in the area, if you guys stay together,
that's half the reason for some of my confidence. I mean, I could make a phone call and I'd have 4 or 5 guys here that are all in their mid 30s or 20s. So But yeah, family's great to have, but we're all from the country. Like I said, Dad's having his house built. My brother just bought this place last year, and I'm here now. But we're out of our sorts as far as dealing with riots and large groups of people and all these kids shooting each other. I hate to tell you guys, but there's 14 to 18-year-olds killing each other 10 times a day over. And everybody's worried about one guy that died from whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the 10 kids that just died this day or yesterday? You know, and 10's
It's
a little high, but it's one or two.
indoctrination. Look it up. Monopolies have recently been overturned. They're legal in America. They previously were illegal. Propaganda previously was illegal. It's been overturned. They're legal. So propaganda is totally legal in this country. So if you think that all the mainstream medias that just so happen to be owned, by only 6 companies, okay, they control the narrative. What we're dealing with as far as race relations were not that bad. And then the media indoctrinated, manufactured race relation issues again. And then so that led us to civil unrest. And now we're moving to civil conflict because one political side has been all out bashing, calling the other side evil, when actually the right side tends to be a little more wholesome and tends to have a little more heart. And we've just, focused on things that our grandmas and grandpas taught us as far as what,
Man, I wouldn't even, and I know where you're going with grandma and grandpas and stuff. You got the grandma and grandpa is a little, I wouldn't even go that far. I'd say any politician at all that cares about the race problem or this institutionalized racism, I'll tell you where it is. It's in the prisons. If you don't fix it there, that's where it is. It's the only place it's left at. Go into prison, you'll see it as soon as you walk in the door. That's how I feel about it. With 90 or whatever, not 90, but 68% of one male population and a large population of other races as well, all being stuck in that institution, and they all come out.
And I'm not trying to put it all on one party or blame one side or the other. To be honest,
I'm just saying in prison.
Sides. I'm not trying to just single out the liberals, but it seems that on the liberal left side, you have way more college indoctrination, things that were learned in college that, it's like some of these people, they go to college and their life gets completely screwed up, man. They're emotionally just torn to shreds. And they don't know what's up and what's down anymore. They don't even know, genders get confused. It's like you go to college to get confused or, and that's not with everything, but let's see.
All my state university got me was a large bill. That's it.
Yeah, prisons and colleges. That's right. It's all indoctrination, man.
Oh, hey, I was going to tell you a quick survival tip that I learned from like 3 different people. But if like your dagger's a really good one that you have in your bag.
Yeah.
If you go get you like a pork butt that you're about to cook, stick it with that dagger and then stitch it out from the inside of the meat back out. Gives you a hell of a lot of practice. That way when you got to deal with something like that, it's not the first time.
Hey, that's actually not too crazy.
Quick, takes 10 minutes. Dude, everybody's a prepper anymore. My grandparents seen this coming. My great-grandparents said they seen this coming. Probably when I'm 70 years old, I'll be saying the same damn thing. And
right. We do have to remember that every generation, or at least every other, has had some sort of impending doom, apocalyptic, shit hit the fan scenario where they really all thought that, okay, this is it. Right, and some of those cases, maybe it came close. I know we had the Cuban Missile Crisis. I know we've had the Cold War, World War I, World War II, and countless others, Civil War, Revolutionary War, depending on where you are and what is happening, just a regular, look at Beirut, for the people that were there during that bombing just a few weeks ago. I don't even know how long ago that was. It could have been days, it could have been months. But, that was shit hit the fan apocalyptic situation, for that moment. So I'm just saying that while I do have to remind myself of that from time to time because we are Christian, so I do believe in the Bible, and I know that.
Amen. It's all we got left.
Right. Like, I know that day is coming, but just because I know it's coming doesn't mean it's today. And so, I do have to bounce that off, which is another reason we love this so much, because I have to bounce it off between, okay, things look really bad, and yeah, but things have looked bad before. Go check out all the crap that was happening in England in 1666, and so anyway, that's just my ramblings.
No, I agree completely. I think that we'll probably make it through this just like everything else, but it's just the things that have to be done to make it through it. There's people that are going to have to do whatever that is, and whatever through it is, just like the people did then.
Yeah. And try to, number one is to keep a good attitude. Don't get overwhelmed, focus on what you can focus on, set goals. Let me throw this up here. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that.
I got it. Yeah, I can see it.
Keep hydrated and nourished. That's a very simple thing that you can do to keep your morale up, because let me tell you, once the effects of dehydration or starvation start to kick in, you're going to be so lethargic and fatigued that you're not going to be able to take care of yourself, much less your loved ones. So you don't want to become overwhelmed. You got to stay busy when the shit goes down.
Yeah.
It's time to get busy. It's not time to slow down and stop and think and cry and wail. That's gone.
We should have a 30-day quit your vice challenge where it's like, hey, you drink or whatever, let's quit the vices now.
I'm gonna throw something in real quick for all the survival, and this is me big time, guys. All the meds we take, all your antidepressant meds. Have you ever tried not taking those for 4 days, 5 days? Have you experienced the hell that comes with some of those?
Yeah.
You might want to dabble in it so you know what's coming.
That's right. Or if anyone is like hella reliant on allergy medications or something like that, or there are some people that have life-threatening stuff that they have to have their medication. You're going to have to get inventive and think now of how to acquire that stuff, and potentially have a cache or have that on hand.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to do it. Google it.
That's Smiles. That's a great suggestion. Always remember you have a good water supply in your water heater. If the power and water system goes down, there is a cache of water in your water heater. It's good to not forget that.
Can I change the subject?
Go ahead, change it up.
Anybody gonna come watch Things That Go Bump here in a little bit?
I didn't hear you.
Anybody gonna come watch Things That Go Bump in a little bit?
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
No, but you guys changed your channel for a little bit, and we're going into some scary stuff for a bit, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a little bit.
I was out, man. I was out.
We were just having
fun. God, scared to death of that stuff. Had some bad experience in the back, and I ain't doing it no more, bro. I sleep with a Glock, for God's sake. I ain't dealing with things that go bump in the night. No.
Tonight is not going to be as creepy. Like, it's more of just make you think rather than scary.
Yeah, it won't be nothing. I got it. I'm just giving you some hard times. All right. I'm going to get off here, guys, because my boys are dying to wrestle around, and I don't want them on camera and all that good stuff. So I'll catch you later. I'll be
all right,
bro. Sounds good.
Well, Brofist, good talking to you, man.
Brofist, thanks for having me, man. Love seeing you.
See you on the next one.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was cool. Cool to hear from him. Zach, very cool to hear from you, brother. The most important prep you can do is network with like-minded individuals and groups near you, because there is strength in numbers. That's absolutely correct. You just want to pay attention. I've always been kind of wary of things like militias or local militias. Unfortunately, I'm not hating on the militias. It's just I'm afraid of them being infiltrated by organizations that might turn on them. And that's as much as I think I can say without typing it out or spelling it out for you. Yeah, that's right, man. What we face today is unprecedented. Big tech and the NWO wants us to overpopulate the planet. I don't know if they want us to, overpopulate it, because they sure are trying real hard to convince us that it is. It's real hard to. They're trying to convince us that it's already overpopulated, and that they're trying to instill into the minds of folks that everything's crowded, when really only your cities are crowded. Okay, with all the pack 'em and stack 'em apartments and apartment complexes and condos and condominiums and townhouses, everybody's all connected. That's not the way some humans are not supposed to be. They don't function well in a city like that, and that's where that's really where. Let's see here. The birth rate is actually way down. That's very true. What was I talking about? Pack and stack them. It's only bad in the cities. That's where it's overpopulated. Once you start to spread out, you see that there are miles and miles and acres of completely unpopulated land. You should be wary of militias. Let's see. Yeah, that's another topic that I wanted to get into. You should be wary of militias. Just saying, do your vetting completely. That's right. Never blind trust with groups, especially. They might have intentions you don't know about yet, and you've already joined, and you're hanging out with them. Well, you're going to get put on a list. You know what I mean? You don't. That's not what I want, and I don't want that for you. You probably don't want that for yourself. Neighbors, yep, neighbor groups. That is such a strong asset during a without rule of law or a breakdown of the societal infrastructure. That's really what you need is a mutual assistance group of like-minded folks. You definitely, I see someone say a boomer generation, but you need your boomers. Okay. You need a lot of your boomers. They know how to work the old radios. They know how to do things a step before us, because my generation and younger than me, especially the Gen Z, they're born with a phone in their hand. They're used to running water, and, there are some things from the 60s and the 50s that aren't too different that are actually very useful for survival. Militias could be good. It would be prone to radicalization, corruption, and dropping the original cause. And that's what I'm talking about, along with some potential other issues with militias. And I'm not hating on them. If you're in a militia and you can trust wholeheartedly, for sure. I'm not trying to, steal your fire. I think it's really cool if you found a good group of trustworthy brothers that you can rely on and lean on each other for security and chores in a without rule of law situation. That's going to be life-saving to have a group that you can rely on like that. Let's see. Ham radio. That's right. I tried to talk about this. We probably might start doing videos. These Baofangs, dual band, UHF, VHF, these radios are really good.
Channel mode.
They have a little light on them. You can program all kinds of stuff in here, plug them up to your laptop and pre-program everything in here to different channels. Very important to get communications. Okay. So let's look at the list one last time, or one of the last times. So positive mental attitude, water, food, shelter. There's a comment in the way. Let's turn that off. Okay. Fire. Now, depending on your situation, if you're bugging in, shelter is going to be taken care of, and heat and cooking. Fire usually is what you're going to need, unless you have, 3,500 to, 4,500, 5,500 watt of solar or generation power that you can use to cook your food and heat your house. If not, then you really want to have a fireplace or some way to safely have fire. So how many people are going to come show up here in a little bit? I'm going to wrap all of this up, and I'm going to go back in the house, and we're going to be in the office, and we can all start getting into some hashtag spooky shits. Screenshot this, folks. Share this with your loved ones that might need some of this information. Might have gone a little long in some areas, but my channel is really more of a live hangout kind of situation right now. We are trying to get into some better edited, actual footage, but it seems that Tiff and I really like to get on here and have direct communication with you guys. And I don't like to forget about the people who rewatch the live streams. Bro fist to you guys who show up after it's live. Let's see. I will fight for my family. That's right. Very good. Very good. Just be smart, Be smart. Don't get involved with something you don't need to be involved with. The best way to survive a fight is to avoid one. And I'm not trying to tell you to be a pansy. I'm trying to tell you to live to fight another day, because if you accidentally step out brazen, you might get just slaughtered or gunned down. And that's going to be traumatic for your family, or, really, it's not going to help the situation. So sometimes it's better to be smart and be quiet. It's good but number one, we need to be encouraged that nothing bad has happened yet. It's just a little shaky right now. Most likely everything is going to be fine. Remember to have a good attitude. Okay. Stay hydrated, stay nourished, set goals. All right. Get your notebook, bullet points, the most important things. If you're going to be bugging in, that's fine. You need to have a positive mental attitude, water, food, fire. If you're going to be bugging out, you're going to need to figure out shelter. Okay. On top of your plates or your vest that you're going to be carrying your ammunition on, as well as a weapon. All of these things are going to factor in. You really need to be doing some conditioning and some training. Like myself, I've got a little fat for the wears, and my little chubby butt couldn't do no running right now. Oh man, love that. The Bible is full of warriors. That's right. Yes, indeed. Guns, Games, and Gadgets says, I'm bugging in if it goes down. Always bug in first. That's right. Once you bug out, you become a refugee. That's very true. Yeah, very true. Well, I've had a very good talk with you guys. I think we've covered some stuff. What do you guys think? You guys have any questions or anything you guys have before we go? What kind of machete is that, bro? I assume you're talking about this one. It's made by blah, blah, blah. Camelus. It's called the Carnivore X. And it's I picked it up because it's a chopper. And sometimes when I go to help my mom with their property, I'll clear out trails and I'll bring this little booger with me because it's got a decently thick, here, I'll tell you what I do. Kaboom. How about that? Can you see that? Carnivore. It's a chopper. It's got a relatively thick spine. It's got some forward weight to it. Okay. So a lot of the weight is up at the front, and it's just a good trail ripper. If you need to form a trail, this is a buddy right here. All right. This will get through small trees and twigs and stuff in your way. And I mean, you can really, carve yourself out a path with this. I have, as you can see, this thing is beat all to hell. All right. And it's lasted a good 2 or 3 years. There's edge holds up really well. It's, I think, $25 at like $25, or maybe it's even cheaper than that now that it's getting to the Christmas season. I found this at Academy. I got this machete over here at an Army surplus, like an Army surplus store. Okay. Oh, awesome, Tina. Awesome. I hope that it was a good little refresher. Do you make MREs? I don't make MREs, but you could. You could make pemmican. You know what? We could do a whole nother show on this, talking about radios, We could talk about different meals ready to eat that we could make. Are you on MeWe yet? I am not on MeWe yet. You know what? That is hilarious. Sick Chopper says, I bet anything this dude is from New York or New Jersey. And it's actually New Orleans. Ha! New Orleans. If you need to carve a trail, I'm grabbing a chainsaw. Won't catch me swinging. Yeah, I'm not privileged. I don't have a chainsaw yet. I need to pick a good chainsaw up. I would ask if anybody had a brand they would recommend, but I assume steel is like the only brand anyone would recommend. Absolutely. That is an excellent suggestion. Guns, games, and gadgets. Getting into canning. That might be another whole series that I get into with you guys. Canning is very good, very important. Good way to store your food. Oh, I'm not marketing for profit. We throw out a donation link if you guys feel if you feel led, if you can, and only if you can. We have an automated thing in our chat that drops our PayPal, Venmo, and Cashapp links, but it's not for profit, guys. All this information is free. Nobody had to pay to get in here. If you feel led, though, there are links that you can donate if you felt led. Hey, Chad has a Husqvarna. It says they're pretty good. I have military MREs, but I can carry many more days worth of my own made. Yes, indeed. Canning tastes the best, too. Sure as hell does. Sure as hell does. Keep a spare carburetor around. Yes, indeed. Canning, curing with salt, dehydrating. You know what, Tiff? We might be going live in the kitchen here pretty soon. I might just make a batch of jerky live with you guys and hang out. What do you think about that?
About what?
Going live in the kitchen and just making a batch of jerky with everybody?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Is that epoxy floor? Looks slick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, LOL. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody hopping by and clicking the video and hanging out with us. Batch of jerky, that's dope. Yes, indeed. I think we might have to make a batch of jerky live. We might also do some canning live. That would be some cool stuff to get into here in the future, down the road. But yeah. Oh my gosh, Stephen Mitchell, dude, I appreciate the super chat. Nice group and positive is everything. God, guns made me a good living. Yes, indeed, dude. Bro fist to you, Mitchell. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, well, I think we might be just about to get out of here. We'll see you guys in the shop, not in the shop. We'll see you guys in the office here in a little bit, and we'll start getting into some spooky shit.
Spooky shit.
Finds the spookiest of shit, so prepare yourself. She's got a lot of interesting stories, and we are wanting to get more into a story telling format eventually, where, you know, Tiff, she's doing all this research on all this stuff, and I mean, golly, a lot of it is interesting. By all going to sub. Dude, Steven, I appreciate that, brother, and I look forward to seeing you next time, my man. Good to see you. Fun Police, thank you for watching as always. Fun Police is like my proof that we can disagree and be buddies. And if we can start getting back to that, we'll be on the right track. Okay.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I you know what I mean?
Right.
If we can be cordial and hang out and we can agree on a lot of different topics or most topics, then I think that we've been tricked into fighting with each other. And I'd rather not fight with you. I'd rather be your buddy. Let's have a beer.
Because then you got people that are on the same side as you that come in and, like have stupid things to say, or, you know what I mean? They're hateful things to say. And I get it. People are just, they're exhausted of this. They don't have an outlet. So
yes, Dan, that is the correct PayPal. And I very much appreciate that. My brother, Brofist, to you. I look forward to seeing you on the next live. Bug out, never forget seasoning. That is absolutely right. Man, I was making a point with Tiff before you guys go real quick. Dude, seasoning. Down here in New Orleans, in the New Orleans area, Tony Chachere's reigns king above all seasonings, even Zatarain's. Okay. And, eating rice and beans unseasoned eventually will ruin your appetite and you're not going to eat, and you need to eat. So definitely store up on syrup, seasonings, different stuff like that. Get inventive. Get some stuff that sounds good to you, you might use, and you don't know. You never know what you need to flavor beans and rice with because you're going to need to eat it. I want to chat with you guys later. 10-4 Guns, Games, and Gadgets. Yes, indeed. Get at me. Instagram, you can DM me over there. You can, there's Facebook, and or just make sure you DM me. I'll get you some. What time are you coming back for the spooky episode? What time are we coming back? Let's see, 9:30, 10, 9:30.
I'm ready to go. I was gonna.
Okay, so
eat and then
as long as it takes me to scarf down a sandwich and reset up this podcast in the office. 9:30, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be right back here at this channel live. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. We're going to be talking about some spooky shit. Also a little bit of a doom break, but with more doom.
Right. Maybe I'll host this one. Maybe I get the chair. Do I get the chair?
Tiff can have the chair. Vote 1 in the chat if Tiff should sit in the chair and host the next live
One
stream.
time only. Never gonna do it again.
I got vodka.
One time only.
Hey, I got some White Claw. Yes, indeed. Let's all get our drinks and our snacks ready. Get what you're gonna need. Get your popcorn, and we'll meet all back here in the next half hour to an hour.
Chat's like
Tina says one. Tina says 1. Steven says 1. Chad says 1.
Right. Chat is highly in favor.
Rosemary says 1. Fun Police says 1. Fun Police says 1. YouTube owns you.
I know. I was like,
Okay.
wait a minute. Where does the name end and the comment start?
Camo Campus says 1. Eddie says 1. RS says 1. Eggnog and rum here. Hey, there you go.
Ooh, we have eggnog.
Hey, you know
and
what?
Rum. Oh my gosh.
Fun Police, I'm going to have a drink with you. I'm going to make an eggnog and rum. Will you open up Discord? Yeah, I mean, probably if we open up Discord, it'll be on the later end of the next live show.
Yeah, because I got stuff.
Tiff's got a lot of stuff to get through and talking to do. And then it'll be a hangout where we can all just kind of chat at the end. That's probably how it's all going to get set up.
Stay frosty. Oh, I love that.
Stay frosty, you
My
guys.
friends. Okay, get off so that we can.
That's
get it
right.
set up.
All right, I'm out of here, guys. Much love. Thank you so much for watching with us. It has been a great time, as always, with you guys. And we will see you on the next one. Be sure to, don't forget, guys, keep the faith, stay encouraged, stay in a good attitude, positivity, okay? Positively positive. And let's be, let's set goals and take it day by day. And let's not get stressed. So keep the faith, stay the course, and stay frosty, guys. Much love. We'll see you on the next one. It has been great hanging out with you guys. Much love. See you shortly.